fishing whitebird. Okay guys, so this is my first favorite fishing rod. I'm going to buy some more. It has this long rod sleeve on it that I'm first going to talk about. Favorite Fishing does this with all their rods. They put rod sleeves on them, so you don't have to buy one after getting one. So basically it just covers your whole rod. It will keep the line from getting tangled with other rods in your rod locker, and then it'll also protect it from getting hit against something and like messing it up. So then after that I got the 7'2" heavy version, which Favorite Fishing really does. They make their rods a little bit lighter. Y'all have probably heard that, than other companies, but they're still really strong rods, and they don't. The lightness of them actually helps you to feel better. So if you're gonna flip and like super heavy laydowns or like super heavy grass, you'd want a bigger rod than this. But if you're just skipping docks and like fishing, you can still fish laydowns very easily with this, or just fishing in like rocks and stuff. This is a very good rod. Something that's like you're gonna not fish in like super heavy cover. This rod's very good because it's very sensitive, and although it does have that lighter tip, it only bends. It doesn't bend too far in the rod, although the top is very light, so you can still feel really good. But also that backbone that it has helps the hook to get really far into the fish. So you hook them better, you're not going to lose them as easy, and it really helps all that stuff about it. So it is a 7'2". Some people prefer like 7'6" and all that stuff for jigs. I don't. I like the 7'2" so I can skip better and more accurately. So when I go to like skip docks and stuff, it's a lot harder to like skip with a 7'6" rod and still be very accurate and get your bait to the right place. So this 7'2" rod still helps a little with that. Really, depending on how tall you are, you can throw different stuff. I'm about 5'10", so I like this size when casting and skipping. So I do skipping in this video, and it skips very well. So I like this rod for that, and that's going to be one of its main purposes. Jigs and Texas rigs is what I really bought it for. So how it looks, it is mostly white. It has that cork handle with a black foam knob at the end. It does have these almost two places like indentions for your fingers, so they kind of fit your finger better than other rods will, which really helps it. Also about this rod, some of my others, you feel more of the bite on like the tip of the rod. In this, you actually feel it like through the whole rod. Like when they bite, you can feel it everywhere. So you feel it with your hand, you can feel the rod kind of bend down a little bit, and it's just really good. You need a lot of sensitivity when fishing, dragging baits on the bottom like you do with jigs and stuff like that. Okay guys, so next we're going to talk about the reel. The reel is a classic pro speed spool. It's black and gold. It looks really nice, and then it also works really good. So it is built very solid, has 7:5 to 1 gear ratio, and a 5-bearing system. It also has a magnetic braking system, which is about 20 different settings you can put on there. So that really helps a lot. Dialing in where you want to put the settings so you have the least chance of like backlashing. So it has a normal braking system, obviously. It does have a clicking. I don't know if y'all can hear that, probably. It does have a clicking drag system, so it's not going to loosen up once you set it. Some of the ones that don't loosen, they don't really have any lock to them. That kind of locks it in place where it's not going to loosen. So the 5-bearing system, 7.5 to 1 gear ratio, and magnetic braking system. What I like about this reel is the big handle on it. It has a very long handle, or not really handle, but like you know that part right there. I don't really want to call that. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it is pretty long, so you can have more like power reeling in that fish and more leverage kind of. And then it has these big handles that Lewis puts on their reels. Normally they put them on that shape, so it really helps you to grip it better and really get more power in the fish. Okay guys, so we're gonna go film with this and switch all over to the GoPro, show you all how the rod performs and all that. Got one. Oh my gosh. First fish on the whitebird. And it seems like a good one. He's fighting good anyway. I don't know how well he's hooked. Oh yeah, he's good. Holy crap, he's a good one. Hey, chill. Chill out. Daggone. Nice 3 to 4 pounder. I'm actually going to take a picture of him. Alright. So, it's actually kind of windy, so I actually have my skill back at the whatever, but I'm not walking back there to get it, so that's a good fish though. Why is he not? There he goes. Alright, he's gone. Let's go try to catch another one. Okay, so I actually casted right at that, right there, that fountain, and then I slowly reeled the the spinnerbait by it, and I felt him just kind of tick it, so I set the hook. Okay, so right now we're about to test out this rod and reel, the casting stuff and all that. It's a little windy, so I don't know how skipping is gonna go, cause it's kind of making up the water a little wavy, kind of in a way, and it's not too bad, so I'm still gonna try it, but we're probably not getting the best yet. So first we're gonna try how far it can cast, and then like how easy it casts in like the wind. So we have our brakes on 8 right now. We'll probably move them down, and then this main brake isn't too tight. It still drops pretty fast. So first we're gonna cast into the wind with a roll cast. So landing right there, it casts a good ways, and there wasn't any problems with backlash. So we're just gonna keep on moving the brakes down. So this time we're gonna set them on 5, and we're gonna keep on moving it down until we get to a backlash or something. So okay, so 5, it kind of backlash at the first part, but then it all came out in the cast. So it also got about 10 extra feet. So it's probably casting, I don't know, 40 yards, 30, yeah, 40 yards. So move them down to 3 this time, and we'll try to cast. Okay, so that's about the closest you're gonna get to backlashing and still not backlashing. It does that thing where it's backlashes when you first cast, and then it's not. It all comes out once you get it all the way casted out. But it does cast very far. Okay, so 3 is about the lowest you want to go on these brakes, depending on what you're doing. So then now we're gonna go overhand cast, and we're gonna see how far we can cast. That's like the farthest it can cast. So okay, so 50 yards probably. We're gonna flip to the other side of the bank and see how close we can get. Okay, so it landed 2 feet in front of the bank. And now, okay, I'm in the tree. So, 2 feet in a bank, 2 feet from the bank. We're gonna lighten up the brakes a little bit because I can definitely go lighter. And then, so we're gonna put them on 3 for right now. Then flip. So that was in front of the bank with barely even like tossing it that hard. So it does skip very good. Or flip very good. Okay. First skip we're actually going to do on 9. And then we're going to loosen them up. But, here we go. Alright guys, so that was the favorite fishing rod and reel combo. It does perform very good, as y'all saw. Even on fish, it has that backbone, so it doesn't bend too much, except on the end where it does help you feel a lot.